Hello YouTube, back in the morning ride. So today started at 0600. The session I'm doing on Train the Road is 1 hour 15 minutes. So about a quarter of an hour into it. So it's quite an easy session today. Just an aerobic, doing an endurance session, about 70%. If anything, I'm doing too much. I'm doing a bit over the power now, but with the gear in, and this feels a bit easy to stick to this. So just a quick update of the few things I've done. So I've installed a new group set. What that means is I put a new front brake, new back brake, the gear levers, bar tape. I got the new cables. I put a new pedals on it, new cogs on the front, on the back, new chain. It's all done, it's all on. I can hear a little bit of a noise now, so I need to adjust it again a little bit. I think what I've done this time is I pulled the front cable a bit too tight, so the front neck's moving too high up. Yeah, so I'm not going to do it today because it's early and I've got to do this session and get ready for work. But then next time I'm home and I'm free, I'll give it a bit of a tweak. So if I grab the camera, I can show you a few things I've done. Okay, so I'll show you one there. It says on there to 169 watts and I do 170, so it's quite steady, so I can talk for a little bit. So before, I used to have my tablet and phone balancing on an ironing board out front here, but instead I bought this tablet stand, so it's a bit easier to get in, get set up and put it away in the morning. Moving down, so I've got the new levers. That also includes then new bar tape. It's the first time I've ever put bar tape on. It's come out pretty sweet. Only bad thing is, let me show you. That bar tape end bit which goes in there, it's fallen off. So I think I put too much tape at the end. Moving down, so I've got my new brake on the front there. I've got the front brake's set up, but I haven't set up the back brake yet because I'm on the turbo. It's direct drive, so there's no wheel on the back. So I've bolted the brake on. I fed the wire in. I just haven't tightened the wire up yet. I'll have to wait till the wheel's on if I set that up. Got the new, everything in the front's new. The bottom bracket through the middle, the front chain set, the derailleur, pedals, shoes, chain, rear derailleur. But I had a few little problems setting up. So the first one was, let me just put the camera down still. Right, so because this is an old bike, the front neck on this bike, the front derailleur, is called a band-on. So there's a metal bracket on the derailleur which wraps around the bike and tightens up. That's what holds that in place. The new derailleur, like the new bikes, bolts straight onto a little bracket, so it hasn't got that adapter, that bracket wrapped around. So you can buy an adapter to go onto it. So I was away from my bike, away at work, trying to order this part, and I didn't know what size I needed. The one size rang a bell. I thought, I think I needed that size, but I'll get the both, so I got them both. So there's two different sizes, smaller one and a bigger one. it was a smaller one I needed. I was fitting that on and it was slipping, so I tightened up a bit more. It kept on slipping, so I tightened it. Eventually it snapped because it's a cheap little thin aluminium one. So because I wanted to use my bike, I put the bigger bracket on, and I put some black tape around the frame to thicken up the frame. But then the tape was moving, so the derailleur kept on sliding down the frame, stopping me from changing gears as I was riding. So I tightened it, didn't snap, it worked fine, until the other day I tried to order a proper one online, and then on Saturday, while I was out at the local bike shop, I just asked him, never been there before, I just asked him, did he have one? And he had the part, so I can show you now. I fitted it. It's a silver bracket there. That's what holds the derailleur one. Also, because I got these new white shoes, I didn't want to ruin them, making black marks on the inside of the foot. So I can see from my old shoes, I've got black marks on where the shoes are worn, and you can see on the crank arms where the shoes have been rubbing. And on my new giant bike with our Tiagra chain set on it, it's polished the crank arm so much, instead of being black with the Tiagra writing on it, which is a silver strip, but it's down to bare metal. So I've got new shoes, new stuff on this bike. I didn't want to ruin them, so I've got I think a 20mm spacers, which makes the pedal come out 20mm, and then all you have to do then is adjust the cleat to move your foot back in a little bit. But if I look down from now, there's space. Even with my foot floated inwards, I can't touch the crank arm. There's no touch there, so it's good. But I had a bit of a problem with the pedals, because I wanted to put the pedals off my old setup, to take them off that one, put one to this one. Now these pedals were second hand when I bought the whole crank set last time off eBay, I think about 5-6 years ago. I couldn't get them off, they were on solid, so I think maybe that's why they sold them to me in the first place, second hand. So I couldn't get them off. I even snapped a spanner, a 15mm spanner. I tried to put a bar on the spanner and make it a longer lever. I tried using Allen key inside. I tried heating it up with a torch, WD-40. And then I thought I'll take the pedals off my new bike, put them onto this one just for now, until I just get it sorted, because I wanted to ride it that night. They wouldn't come off. Instead of damaging the bike and all that good stuff, I went to the bike shop, went to buy some pedals, just a new set of the cheap ones, but he didn't have any. He only had the pedals the one step ahead, one step up. And so he said I could have them a bit cheaper. Funny thing is that when I came home, I gave it one more try, trying to get the new pedals off the new bike, and I got them off. So what I've done is, I kept the old crap pedals on the old gear setup. That's just in a box. I'll get rid of them or sell them. I've taken the year-old pedals off my Giant and put them onto this turbo trainer, so you feel like brand new. And then I got a brand new pair of pedals. I think they're called the RS 500. They're in the box, so the next time I use my Giant bike outside, I use the brand new pedals. Because I know these adapters work, I might buy a pair of the adapters first, just to bring the pedals out a little bit, like I said, because these cleats now on these shoes we set up for this bike. So if I jumped onto a normal bike outside, my foot would be touching, like I said. Yeah, so pretty set up. I did an FTP fitness test the other day. So they turn up about every 4 or 6 weeks on the training plan I'm doing, and you'd think you'd be getting better, but the last fitness test it was actually worse than normal before. And I was thinking, I can't be that bad. I'm getting fit, I'm doing some more miles. Why am I getting worse? Because the last few fitness tests haven't been great. And then I was thinking, it could be because of I'm on erg mode, so like the automatic mode on trainer mode keeps your power to the same setting. So I thought maybe if the computer wants me to stick at 280 watts, I could be pedaling 400, and it's just not showing I'm doing 400. So maybe it's that. So I thought I'd do the test again the next day, because I only had an hour to do fitness before work anyway. Take it off the erg mode and see what happens. And then also, instead of smashing it out in the first 5 minutes, hoping to get ahead of my power and then gradually reduce power over the session, and I thought what I'll do is, all I want to do is beat that previous fitness test. So I just kept the power low the first 5 minutes. I was happy, so I brought up a tiny bit, and I brought up a tiny bit, and I crept in. I didn't beat my personal best, but I did beat that previous one, so I'm sort of happy that I know that I'm not getting worse. I think all it is since I stopped training as a bodybuilder, my legs have gone a little bit smaller, and the maximum strength my legs can produce is less. So I'm not as strong, but I can go for longer. So on the fitness test, I struggled to push, I don't know, 300 watts. I could do about 300. When it gets to like 310, 320, I'm probably pushing into a more of a strength zone on my legs, and that's where they're getting tired. So I can comfortably do 280, probably, just say, but that's just pushing into the strength bit. So it's just the test. If I went on a tour bike ride, I'd be faster than what I was last year with my fitness. Just a struggle to push the strong stuff. So I might, well, if I want to get fitter, if I want to get faster, I should start doing some squats. Just make sure I keep it at quite a light weight. Nothing stupid like I used to do. Don't get big, don't be bodybuilder, just doing light squats. I'm not a track sprinter, just want to get a little bit stronger, just so I can push a little bit harder and beat my score. So I'm getting a bit hot now because I'm talking, I haven't got the fan turned on, and I'm probably not drinking enough. So that's about 40 minutes, and I call it there. That's just a quick update. So next time, like I said, I'm going to adjust the gears a little bit, try and tweak them so they change gear sweet, no noise. You're obviously going to get a bit of noise, but try and adjust them as best I can. Adjust these cleats on the shoes, they're not quite set up perfect, and then stick the new pedals on the new bike. So January, it's been a bit cold the last few days, so I doubt I'm going to go outside. January, February is probably going to be all indoor stuff, and then March maybe get out, ready for my Grand Fondo in June. Okay, that's it. See you again, stay tuned, and keep watching.